Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yeah.
Good
Okay.
morning.
Hi, good
Good
morning.
Hi, good morning.
Great to have you all around. So let's give another 2 minutes, before we start. Okay. All right, so it's 10 o'clock now. Shall we start? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead. Please start.
All right, so welcome to the engagement on safety. Basically, as per written in the invitation, is to enforce safety awareness and culture across operational teams, and it will be driven by our QA team. The session will be a 2.5 hour session, so please make full use of it. Attendance is mandatory, so please, I've given the QR in the chat, so please fill up your attendance. And without further delay, I pass over to QA team. Over to you.
Hi, hello everybody. Good morning. Before that, let me open my camera first. Okay, can anybody see from the screen?
Not yet.
No?
Okay, we can see you now, Azri.
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Azri bin Ali. Just call me Azri. So I'm the manager for Airport Services Safety and Quality Assurance. So first of all, I would like to say thank you for the time for you guys to join this session, this engagement session today. I think this is our first time to reconnect with all of you. So I hope we can actually do more of this kind of engagement. No sound? Hold on, let me check.
I can hear you quite okay.
I can
Zoom,
hear
maybe you
you.
want to check? Yeah.
Let me check. Test. Can you guys hear my voice? Test.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So those who probably unable to hear the voice, maybe you can check the settings or the internet connection, because some of us are able to hear. Okay. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, that we will. It is my pleasure to have this engagement with you guys. This is my first time engaged with you guys, although not physically. It is virtually. But I do have a high hope that in the future we can have this kind of engagement more, because as you all also know and understand that the station head are the one who play the critical roles in maintaining the standard and reputation of the company, and especially for airport services operation. So I do believe that by having this engagement, we will be able to achieve the goals that we want, especially in regards to the safety and also operation lah. So the purpose for today engagement is to share important updates and also to align our, especially in regards to safety and quality assurance initiative. I think you guys all are aware that safety and quality are not just compliance and requirement. It is part of our culture, operational culture within Malaysia Airlines. So it is the foundation for our operation. So I hope we all have the same principle and same understanding on that. So I would like to also emphasize that this engagement is not just sharing information. Probably, if you, let's say you have any input or any information that you would like to share, please do so. It is about listening and also learning from experience. So I do believe that you guys have all that. All your feedback insight are very much important for us. So once again, thank you for your time and dedication. So I hope we can start this session, and let's have an open and productive session ahead. Thank you. Okay, should I taking over the slide, Nat? Hold on, let me share the slide. All right. Please confirm that you'll be able to see the slide I'm sharing.
Yeah,
All
we
okay.
can.
All right. So let me begin. This is our 2025 session engagement by Airport Services Safety and Quality Assurance. And this is the morning session lah on 5th November. My slide post. Okay, so I believe everybody have taken their attendance. Those who haven't or probably join later, please use the link that has been provided. Right, Mel? There's the link right in the chat. Shared by Nat earlier.
Yes, there's the link and the QR in the chat.
All right, thank you, Nat. So what we will cover in this session, the topics will be, the first one is year-to-date open reporting performance. Number two, we will discuss on hazard reporting submission and alignment in ICARES. And number three is in regards to SOA and SOAC scope and guideline. Number four is on aircraft damage and slip-through awareness. So this is the main topic that we will cover today. All right, so as for year-to-date safety performance, so for incident and accident analysis, 2025 and versus 2024. So as of now, we are doing good. There's no any ground accident update from 2024 until 2025 September, until September quarter 3. So I would say thank you and also congratulations to all session who able to maintain this record, and I hope that we can still perform or maybe perform better than previously, and make sure that the ground incident record is still remain zero lah. Right. Next is on safety reporting for 2025. So as you all know that we have a target for safety reporting from corporate safety oversight. The number is 2021 submission for year 2025. So as per recorded in quarter 3, we have received 691 total report for quarter 3, which is above our quarter target, which is 510. So this is also a positive. and positive trends showing from the station on safety reporting. So I urge everybody to continue your effort and maintain this positive reporting towards safety report, hazard report in Q4 and so on. And now let us see the performance on the open reporting submission. So basically what we did is that we identify the top 15 hazard report that been raised. This one specifically in Q3. So as we can see that the number of top 15 hazard classification on the graph, the top 3 of the safety report have been raised in regards to non-motorized equipment, process non-conformance, and loading discrepancy. So this is the top 3 hazard report has been raised. So as of now, the highest is 14%, which is what I mentioned earlier, which is the non-motorized equipment hazard report, and 7% for both process non-conformance and also loading discrepancy. So what are the details on these hazard reports? For non-motorized equipment, the highest or the most categories of the hazard report has been raised in regards to damage of baggage trolley, damage of chalk, and also cone reflector, damage ULD, AKE, etc. Followed by process non-conformance is hazard report in related to non-adherence to netting procedure, marshaller, and non-conformance on the FOD frequency during the operation. While the third hazard report, the highest hazard report that we receive is in regards to loading discrepancy. So this is hazard report regarding on cargo height, leakage, spillage, and wet cargo, and also some also in regards to baggage mishap. So I think from this information, I will urge the station head to look further into these categories. So make sure that compliance is there during the operation, so that we can make sure that this number is not trending in the next quarter. The next we will discuss on vision and assignment. I will pass this to Amel. You have to take over the slide, man. Probably before we start, I just like to introduce basically Amelia is our latest edition of the ASQA staff. So she will be the one who covering. She's coming. Probably she can introduce herself before we start.
Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Emilia. So I'm the newest member in ASQA, Airport Services Quality Assurance. Okay, so hope we will work well together in the future. Okay, I will start on the hazard report submission and assignment platforms through Icarus. Okay, so these are the difference between hazard report submission and hazard assignment. So between hazard report and hazard assignment, so hazard report is when you submit it yourself, and then hazard assignment is when we QA team will assign it to you guys to station or okay. Okay, for item one, according to the situation for hazard report, so when you do any hazard reporting, hazard sighted at your station, okay, during observation or your surveillance check. Okay, for the hazard assignment, that hazard is coming from probably from the arrival station, so potentially attributed from your station. So that's why it is being assigned by us to your station. Okay, next is the intention of the both item. So hazard report will be to monitor the safety performance at station and also your KPI achieve your hazard target. Okay, so for the hazard assignment is to complete the investigation assignment from corporate safety oversight. Okay, digitalization of investigation through the Icarus platform. So through the platform, how do you submit the evidence? Okay, so for the hazard report, it is encouraged for you to use the chat function when you have submitted any hazard reported. Okay, if there is the earliest evidence that you can find from the reports, okay, that you got through your observation and surveillance, you can just put it in the chat function, okay, in the Icarus platform so that it will go straight to GSS or CSO and be closed immediately. Okay, for hazard assignment, it will be the task will be delegated by our QA team to you guys using the task function. Okay, so through there, you will continue submitting the evidence. Okay, so for timing to submit the evidence, okay, this is what I explained earlier. As soon as you get the evidence, if you submit it through the chat, then it will be closed immediately. Okay, and then for the hazard assignment, when it is tasked to you, it will be 14 days from the date that is assigned from our QA team. Okay, and then lastly is the necessity to submit evidence. For hazard report, it is not a necessity, but you are encouraged to do so, okay, to avoid the hazard potentially be assigned back to your station. So meaning that if you submit it earlier, then if you have the evidence earlier hand, okay, then if you submit it after that, for example, within an hour after that, then it will not be assigned back to you, which means we will not the report will go through us, and then we will task the hazard report to you again. Okay, so we can skip all that and just close it. Okay, for hazard assignment, it is a requirement for you to submit the evidence. Okay, for evidence closure, hazard closure. Okay. Okay, so this is the chat function that I said earlier. For evidence submission, you can find it on the report on the right side. So there's the report on the left, evaluation button, and also the chat button. So anything you can just paste it under the file icon. Okay, so this the other one on the right side is the mainframe of the task function that will be delegated by our QA team to your station. Okay, and then it will be submitted. You can submit it under the hazard assignment task. Okay, so next is the hazard report submission. How you can utilize the chat function to close the hazard report immediately. Okay, so for the chat button, the basic function of it is actually to chat with the reporter and also the investigator. So for us here, we will adopt this purpose to submit evidence to close the hazard report if you can immediately. This is the chat button and then the little icon for you to submit and attach the evidence. Okay, that is all from me. So next I will pass it to Kak Norafida to explain further on the hazard assignments step by step. Before that, do you have any question regarding what I just presented? Okay, all good? Okay, we can move on. Kak Fida, are you here?
Okay. Yes, I'm here, but I have some difficulty in open up. Okay, everybody would not see my my beautiful face today. So never mind, we'll see in maybe next engagement.
Kami pun tu
So,
juga nego.
Uh,
Kau ada elemen baru nak masuk kan. Kadang-kadang Aero Direct dia kalau pasal price tau.
okay. Shall we continue?
Yes, continue.
Okay. Hi, good morning. My name is Norafida Baharun. I'm joined this year, 1st August, and before Amelia. Okay. Recently, been taking over only Shafiqah function for hazard assignment and hazard hazard arrangement. So Amelia had already done their presentation on the part of how do you want to actually acknowledge in the task. Then I will continue with the hazard assignment, which are step by step to fill in IKRS in task. So how does the notification look like? Is actually once we assign if we receive any hazard report from CSO or from the corporate safety, then we will see on we will see generally how is it reporting is how what is all about. So then we started to actually start doing the task. So so you will get then you will get notification in email like this. So we'll you will have to click the link below to redirect you to the assignment where the task goes. So actually we don't have any function redirectly email back to you to actually update you that there is an evidence, there is a hazard report been logged under your station and we need some evidence what's on, and we don't do that. We stop that since the IKRS in place to see where is there any task assigned to you. So that is why sometimes if you receive our email from code, let's come to say to going towards to the third reminder. We try to avoid that. So you have to look at the task, or you is there any assignment being assigned to you for us to get an evidence or any supporting document to close the report. So this is the link. If you are unable to actually log in to the IKRS, you can click the link and it will redirect you to the system itself. Okay, check the attachment if it contains the information report. They have to actually attach. Okay, this is one of the example. Let's see here. This is for Hong Kong. Okay, INV number is actually the hazard reporting number, the ID number. So what the description here is showing that what we want from the station. We want some evidence. We want some any other document related to that hazard report so that we can close it on time. So we will give basically we will give 7 or 14 days for the hazard been logged in Akeras. Have a room to compile the evidence, to actually do the briefing with your GHA teams, and that's the evidence that we wanted to for you to upload in the IKEA system, in the task system, so that we can proceed for the next action. So this is where you need to actually look to it. So begin your step 3 is you have to begin your investigation. As usual, you need to find the root cause, plan for the corrective action, and execute the action plan. What you have done at your station. Okay, I would say that recently I've bird strike issue sometimes it's due to migration issue or whatsoever. I would like you to email to the, let's say, airport authority or wildlife authority in your station so that evidence can for us to close. Okay. Therefore, it's written back to your task field in required by investigator. Investigator is ours in HQ, ASQA in Cool. So you need to upload. You use the pencil button to fill up the response, any response. Some say attendance, briefing, briefing picture, or any let's say memo to your GHA. Some certain requirement, it's okay for you, or the reissue our safety bulletin, or you do the briefing to your GHA team. That's that's evidence can support us for us to immediately close. Okay, fill in the action taken section and change the status of investigation. So once we assign to your station, you need to write the result of your investigation. What really happened in there? What is action taken that been taken during that incident or after that incident? Status. If you just started the investigation, it's okay. You just in progress, and then any extension that if you are required for that evidence need sometimes or quite take longer time for you to actually do the briefing, or I know that you are busy in your operation, but please do update us so we can request for an extension for it. We understand your capability in station. So if the investigation complete, just change to complete step so we can see that evidence is okay. We need any evidence to support. So basically, once you support, we review, and if we are okay with that, we just close the issue. Okay, attach the evidence of investigation, email, communication, picture, and so on. This is what I've been mentioned before. And click the paperclip button to submit evidence in here. If you're not very sure, you can always for a guideline. We will help you. Okay. Then step 7, step completed. Approval from ASQA investigation, which is us in full. Approval will be evidence satisfactory. If there is missing, sometimes we just missing the attachment to be attached in the task, we will second evidence, or we will communicate back to you. Okay, all been done in actually in email itself, in itself. Remember, there is no more notification through normal email. Basically, when you receive email, it's all about second or going towards to third reminder. It will be escalated to the higher authority. So maybe to point Nuri and point Aslina, we try to avoid that. We hope that only this step involved. Yes. Okay, is there any question from all of you?
Hello guys, good morning. It's Umi here. So I just joined this meeting. Sorry, very apologize. Okay, so about this thing, if you have any question, please just throw out your question because after this, Norafida will be taking over me. So you better ask now the question if you have any concern about this issue.
ครับผมคิดถึงเหมือนกันใช่ฮะก็เลยจะอยู่ตรงนี้
Don't mind if you ask me, then I don't have any answer during this. I will note down the note and we'll come back to you later.
Probably if I can also emphasize here, if let's say you have any difficulties on the system or whatever issue that you have in regards to ICARES investigation or acknowledgement, please do highlight to us, because as mentioned by Fida and also Umi earlier, that we are actually strictly track this action by station head, because we also receive feedbacks from corporate safety oversight where there's some station that also are not responding to the ICARES notification. So I urge everybody here to make sure that if you do have issue, please inform to us, and please make sure that you check the ICARES frequently so that we don't have any issue with regards to pending investigation or whatsoever. Right, thank you.
In addition, if you are too shy to ask it now, it's okay. Reach me later after this to ensure that all the tasks assigned to you will be taken care and actioned accordingly. Over to you, Ms. Azri.
Okay, thank you, Fida. So probably I pass this to Sharp. Yes, sorry, there's a question. Please proceed, yes.
Hi, Kala from Bangkok Airport. I just asked the question. Some of the hazard report that we forwarded to airport authority, but airport authority usually they won't reply the email. How to close that hazard report? Another thing is if the hazard report related to the authority, such ATC, some of the reports like the wrong direction or the pronunciation is not clear, but ATC they have their own link to submit the report. Can I close the report by submitting the link into the chat for operating captain to redo the report directly to ATC?
Thank you, Kala, for the question. Probably Fida or Umi, can you assist?
About the airport authority issue, right? Is it for the hazard submission or is it for the hazard assignment given to you?
The hazard assignments to me.
Okay, so you mentioning about you need some time to revert back the response from the airport authority, isn't it?
Yes, because of some of the hazard report, the airport authority, they won't reply back to us. And some of the hazard report, they have the specific links for the for captain to list directly to them, such ATC.
Oh, so it means that any hazard that related to bird strike or maybe ATC issue, the captain itself need to submit the report to the website.
Yes.
Am I correct? Okay.
Yes.
So why don't you give this information to us, to the ASQA team, so that we can revert, so that we can escalate this information to the CSO, so that we able
Okay.
to inform our captain about this issue. So in the event that if you have any issue again, so the captain will know.
Okay.
Yeah, please write me an email
Okay.
saying that what do you need from your end and what does the airport authority require, so that we can
Mhm.
able to deliver this info to CSO or maybe to the flight ops.
Okay. Okay. Noted.
Thank you.
Kala, sorry Kala, don't forget to include me in for any hazard reporting issue. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, because I don't see any question, so I'm just wonder. So everyone is understood what Norafida explained just now. If you really understood, give me thumbs up, because I never know if you understand this issue or not. Because if we have any difficulties to get down the evidence again, I will chase you down. All right, very good. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Hope that you can respond it in whatever bit assigned, yeah, in task. Thank you.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah, good morning, madam. Mahesh here from BLR ASH. Actually, the attendance link is showing us a refresher for CLC centralized load control procedure.
Yeah, I'm checking on this. Hold on, yeah.
ที่อยู่ทางไฟล์อะไรฮะอ๋อเจแปนใกล้ปิดยังฮะได้แล้วค่ะโอเค
Nat, is it okay? Can we proceed?
Yes. Yes, you may. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Nat, can we proceed with Angela?
Pardon, I can't hear you. Can you repeat?
Can we proceed with Angela?
Yeah, I've messaged her. She has yet to respond.
Okay, in that case, kita proceed dulu with the rest of the slide. Then probably once she came in, then we can, you can
Hi,
let us know
everyone.
so that we can.
Sorry,
Hi, Angela. We can
yeah,
hear you now.
Angela's here. Can I start? May I?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll just quickly share my screen. Hi, everyone. I'm Angela from Group Safety and Security. So my team and our task is to actually accept your reports, and this Icarus runs from our end. We are the admin of the system. So if there's any question, you can always ask us. And just now, Mel and Afida has actually explained on how do you work around your task assigned to you in the Icarus system. But now let's go into how do you actually submit the report in the first place. So first of all, I'd like to introduce that we have Icarus mobile app accessible in your phone. This is to ease your reporting, your way of reporting. You can just grab your phone, snap picture, and report from your phone. But on the back end use of it, you need to use via your laptop or PC. So just to double check, has everyone got Icarus in your mobile app?
Yes,
If not, you can always scan these and we will share the poster and the slides in the chat box after this, yeah? Always allow notification so that if there's any feedback from our end or admin end or even Umi's end, you can get the notification on your phone. All right, so this is the dashboard. How do you submit report? You just click new report and there are types of reports popped out. So just to make sure that there's no wrong submission of report, ASR is for pilot mainly, cabin is for cabin crew, fatigue report is for everyone. So if you feel like your work shift or your roster is actually affecting you physically and mentally, you have the right to raise fatigue report and we will escalate this into the fatigue committee meeting every month. All right, next is a hazard report. Pretty straightforward, this one. Most of you always raise on this. Ground safety report is if there's any incident or accident that has already occurred, please raise ground safety report. If there's any injury or non-injury involved too, you may raise this report. Next is CHIRP. CHIRP report is a highly confidential report. Should there be any non-safety conformance on other personnel and you want your identity to be anonymous, please raise CHIRP report. All right. So let's go through hazard reporting. It's pretty straightforward. If it's involving aircraft, you can click on this aircraft involved selection, or if it's equipment discrepancy, vehicle discrepancy, you can raise on this. But if it's other hazard, anything to do with the airport facilities, you can put other hazard. We will go through this shortly. I will show you one by one, yeah? So basically, this is how it will look like on your mobile app. If you want to attach any photo, just click on the paperclip icon on top. And you can actually just capture photos straight from your phone into the app, or you can select from your gallery. I understand that just now Mel mentioned that for hazard identification, photos are actually not compulsory, but we would highly suggest you to attach photos or evidence or processing of reports. Usually some station, what they would do is they would put before and after photos, when upon identification of the hazard and after corrective plan on it. Okay, so if you manage to fill in all the fields in your report, but let's say you have any internet connection issue, or you need to look for the photo evidence, you can always save your report as draft. So how you go back your report is back to home, click on your reports, the icon reports here, and there will be lists of all the reports that you submitted popping out, and each of it on top of the right corner, there will be status on your reports. So sent means your report has been submitted. Received means it has been accepted on GSS and we've escalated to your respective business unit. In process means it's under investigation. And once it's done, they will be closed. And each update, you will be notified via your email as well. So this is important. If any chance you come across this round golden egg icon here, that means we are actually waiting for feedback from the reporters end. So usually when there's lack of evidence, lack of information, we will actually chat you guys. So just open back on your report, click on your report, and there's a chat function similar to what mentioned by Afida earlier. So for example, we need more photo or video evidence from you guys. So you can just attach here into the chat box and we will amend it into the report on our end. So this is how you go about the mobile app. Oh, and if you fail to provide any information, and if let's say we have insufficient information to proceed with the report, we may have to reject the report due to that, and you may need to resubmit again. Hence why it's important for you to always check on this. And it's also important for you to allow your notification. So whenever we chat you, you will receive notification from our end. Okay, so let's look at the web page. How does it look like on your computer? So when you have a new hazard identified, just submit the report, hazard report. So if it's aircraft involved, just click over here and there will be hazard involved fields that needs to be filled in by you guys. What is the aircraft registration, flight number, departure, these are important. And if it's vehicle, you can click on it and we will prompt for any information on the vehicle. What is the registration? Who is the company that owns the vehicle? What kind of equipment is that? So let's go through one by one. If possible, please raise the report as soon as you identify the hazard within 24 hours. So we'll put an example here. For occurrence title, This is just an example. So keep the title sweet, short and sweet. For description, this is where you can describe more and elaborate on state hazard. Source. So we would like to highlight about this source. There is two, whether it's an SOA or is it just an observation or encounter on your daily task. So if it's an SOA, we would like to highlight that on the occurrence title. Please insert this SOA, your station name, let's say London. When is the SOA? Followed by the title of it. So it's important that you guys take note on this so that we can differentiate and identify if this report falls under an SOA or it's just a normal routine observation or encounter from your end. And if it is SOA, just select source safety oversight assessment under source to show us that this is an SOA assessment, or else just put it observation or encounter on a daily encountering basis. Location, keep it straightforward, 3-letter code. That's all. Sub-location is when you need to go deeper, specific into the location. So if it's a hazard within the airport vicinity, which gate, which part of the gate. So if it's aero bridge, or no, if it's PDB. So you need to be specific on this so that we easier for us to identify the hazard. Witnesses, if there's any, just key in. Okay, so immediate actions taken. So for this thing, for these hazards, that you can actually resolve there and then. I'll give you another example. Okay, so leaking air condition, and you've actually informed airport authority on that. Just put it straight here so that we know that this report do not need further assessment and issue has been resolved. So if it is FOD, if you found any FOD, you can put FOD disposed. So please state your immediate action. I think this is pretty important so that we know that there's no further assignment needed on this issue and we can just log for statistics. However, if it is something that needs to further task needs to be assigned, then you don't have to fill this in yet lah. So, and click all these if there's no injury. If there's any injury, once again, please raise it as ground safety report and it's not hazard report anymore. It's considered a reactive report. So anyone hospitalized, no. For request confidentiality, we highly wouldn't suggest you to do that because confidentiality is only needed if you want to keep it anonymous. Other than that, you don't need to, and it's also for your KPI purpose. We need to track your name, so you don't need to take this. So for attachment, pretty straightforward. If you have a before-after photo, just attach it, one before, one after, and submit. So you need to make sure that all required fields are submitted, or else you wouldn't be able to submit your report. And I think that's all from my end. Any question?
Good morning, ma'am. This is Thai from KTI Station, Cambodia.
Hi.
Ma'am, at the moment, thank you very much for the clarification and the process. But anyway, for the mobile app, I cannot find my station because we have changed from the airport to the new airport. So I think the new airport name is not included in the mobile app report.
Okay. I will do the update from my end. Can we have the information from
The
Airport
old to the
Services
new,
team
right?
or from yourself? Sorry?
You need the name from the old airport to the new airport, right?
I will get the information from Umi Lalan, and we will update it as soon as possible.
Okay. So which means that after this, if the information not yet updated, I can use the old airport name.
Okay, one moment. We will do it today, so most probably you wouldn't have issue, but yeah, if let's say you still can't find your airport name for location, you put the current one, the old one, and then sub location, you just inform here that the new airport name has been updated to so and so. But we will actually update the database now, so it shouldn't be a problem. Thank you for informing us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for update.
Okay. Any more questions? Or else, I'll pass back to Inci Azri and team.
Hi, Angela Shariman from Airport Services Quality Assurance.
Yes, hi, sir.
Hi. Okay, Angela, I got a few questions. They will benefit others. First of all, in terms of hazard report raise, I can see there is the drop downs on the occurrence title, whereby you have this occurrence title under SOA, correct? So you have SOA, you have observation, surveillance, inspection. So for the normal hazard accounted by the airport staff or our station head, it can be either observation or surveillance inspection. Am I correct to say that?
Okay. So we actually have a discussion with CSO on this. So a perfect example given by their team is observation encounter is on a daily basis when we are on our daily task and we have come across any hazards. Then we select under observation or encounter. This includes any FOD walkabout on a daily basis. However, if let's say one day, I think this is usually applicable for management team, for example, CSO. Okay, they decided for today on Wednesday, the whole CSO team will go to the airport for a walkabout for any FOD. So that will be a special surveillance or inspection done by the team. Hence why then they will choose inspection or surveillance. Other than that, if you're on your day-to-day basis task and you ever come across any hazards, that would be observation or encounter. I hope that clarifies.
Yes, thank you, Angela. Very perfect answer. With that, I understand. Okay, my next question is regards to the SOA oversight assessment. So is it this criteria or drop-down list is was already there for some time ago, or maybe you can let me know when is it? It's already have that SOA drop-down list.
We actually had this since AQD time, if I'm not mistaken. But for Icarus, it has been here since we launched the app. Is Didi around? Didi, is that you?
Yeah. Cik Shariman, Teguh, for this function, safety oversight assessment, which is sourced from safety oversight assessment, this one already available since AQD. So yeah, if the reporter submit via e-report from AQD previously, so they need to select the safety oversight assessment. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you for that info. My last question is that, hang on, Aisha. I'll give, after this is your turn. Okay, the SOA itself, when the station head raised the SOA, whereby they found the hazard or needs to be raised from the SOA itself, and will raise under column SOA the hazard or the finding that they cited through the various criteria that available listed in the SOA checklist. So my question is that in the SOA checklist criteria, there are various areas, which is above the wing, below the wing, RAM area and whatnot. So most of the area which is, how should I say, related to safety is there lah. Example, if you're looking at the criteria under RAM, of course, they will have to check placement of cone, or is there any marshalling done and all that. So it's fair if the station head cited something which is not correctly done, and they can raise that in this column SOA for the finding and whatnot lah, as a hazard, so that it can be tracked and it can be raised in this form. Fine. The question is now is that in the SOA checklist, there are also criteria whereby is so-called not so related into safety. Okay, example, there are example of in the SOA checklist, maybe probably they are looking at, is the counter open within the SLA agreement. Okay, meaning you have to open within that 3 hours or whatnot. Or maybe probably is the staff has not, the calibration is not of the weighing scale is not how should I say, it's not calibrated. So they put that as finding and it's registered here in the hazard in this form. Okay, so the issue now, we having the issue whereby our CSO, airport services, will reject some of these finding under the SOA criteria. So is there anything that on your preview that you can shed some light on this matter? Because to us, we have been advised, our station head, that any hazard or anything that in the SOA you need to raise so that the tracking is there. So, but recently we are having some rejection by the CSO on assignment, saying that this is not related to the safety, so we have to reject this matter. So maybe you can shed some light on this matter. Thank you.
Tengku. Okay, Rodia here to answer the question. Okay, for this part, as per what available in ICARUS right now, when the report is classified as OA, the title will be as title SOA. And regarding the process, the classification will be done as per what we have in ICARUS, which is follow IATA classification. So in terms of to extract the data, it can be done, but I propose to ICARUS to have a special classification for SOA. Is that answer you, Tengku?
Yeah, if the clarification, so meaning is there is a clarification in the SOA whereby it is whether it is going to be accepted as a safety issue and is going to be accepted in the as a hazard report, or it can be not classified as a safety and it can be rejected. Am I correct to say that?
Are you having that I was informed the SOA been rejected? Is that the issue?
Yeah, SOA been rejected because the race is under the among the criteria that have in the SOA checklist, which is not so related to the safety.
But it is what I mean, as per direction from quality assurance, the SOA should be reported via hazard, and then CSO reject. So that's a conflict between things. I think the best solution for this part is the best you can send an email to myself and copy QA team as well and CSO team as well. So we need to find a solution to avoid a team to reject the SOA.
Okay, sure. Thank you for that, Roger. We looping with later we'll talk to Haji Masri and Captain Kai also on this matter. Looping you lah. Thank you. Bye. Over to you, Aisha. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Shah. And the other one, please copy Captain Nur Shamsul as well and our team member over here. All right.
Okay then. All right, sure.
Thanks. That's good.
Thanks. Bye. Thank you all.
Hi, Aisha. Any question from you?
Yes, Angela, thank you. Just a quick one. I just want to know when we raise the hazard and it involves possibly looking at processes from another department or so, it gets closed eventually, but where do I go to see what was the corrective measure taken or how it was closed? Is there something in my report that shows how it was closed?
Okay. Sometimes they will provide a note or feedback to the reporter on what are the corrective action taken, but sometimes it's based on the risk rate of the hazard, the state hazard, whether it's logged first, it's only for logging purposes, or is there any immediate action, or maybe it will take a longer process to actually mitigate the issue. So one moment. Sorry, Maisara, can you take on this? Maisara is our investigator for aviation services. So one moment, I think she just dropped the chat. Yeah, so for Icarus closure report, if let's say your reports are closed without any feedback from the investigator end, you may request for clarification on it via the chat function. So you can actually request for what are the mitigation taken on said hazard to the investigator by using the same chat function that I've shared earlier on, which is this one. This is on the mobile app lah. So on your web, it should be the same.
I see. Okay. All right. Understood. Because we've got few reports, but then I never know how. I see it's closed, but I do not know how it was closed or what was done for me to know the outcome as well. And I think from that perspective, it would be good if it was actually in the report for us to go back and view to see, yes, this was done. And it could be like it can become like a safety briefing for the station as well. When we speak to our ground handlers, we can say, well, this is what happened and this is how the corrective measure was taken. Because right now we do not know unless we actually go into the chat and ask the question. But point noted, I take it. Yeah.
Can you share like an example of report that
yeah, I can. One of it was well, I'll give you a cargo one.
Okay.
I had one issue, actually two, one with cargo, one with ramp. where there was the nets that were coming on the pallets had no tags. They could have expired and they don't have tags. So it's not according to our SOP must have a tag with an expiry date so that we know that it's strong enough to hold the pallet with its with the goods on it. So the ground handler raised the report. It got closed, but I do not know how it got closed. I know from my end what I'm doing, but I do not know how it got closed. But I got another one, but it's in process as well. This is with the aircraft spares being loaded in the bulk. The ground handler says there's not enough space with the amount of items that are being loaded in the bulk. It's becoming a safety issue for them, for their workers to be in confined spaces. So I did raise one, but it's in process, but I do not know who's looking at it or what conversations are happening in that hazard. I have no idea. I just will only look to see whether it's open, in process, or closed. But it'll be good to know what is taking place behind the scenes to actually identify. I'm sure this is going to engineering, but what conversations are happening to understand it better for us to then relay it to the ground handler and make them understand perhaps there's no other option. It has to be that way, but we can look at maybe putting it in a box or something like that. But I wouldn't know anything of that information because none of that will be shared with me in the report.
Okay, understood. I think Umi can have a look into this.
Okay, Aisha, Rodia is here. Okay, in terms of the safety report sent to us, we will assign to the respective personnel, safety anchor person to investigate the issue. And once completed, it will be sent closure to the reporter itself. And the reporter have right to know what happened to the report itself. And you may use function check as mentioned earlier by Angela. Okay, in terms of safety report close, we will send the closure report. The email closure to the reporter, explain what are the solution or the rectification done via the email sent. And maybe you can share to us the name of the report so that we can for our investigator to explain more to you what happened to the report. Is that answer you, Aisha?
Yeah, that's fine, Rodia. So basically we just go on the chat and have a communication through that to see what's happened, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
Exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's fine. Thank you. Thanks. Just one more question. And I'm not sure if I missed it because I kind of came in a little bit late for this one. Is there a way for us to pull a report for the month to see how many hazards we've raised for the month? Just like we can with SOAs?
Okay, I'll just quickly show.
Thank you.
So, if you could just go to your Icarus or via your PC or laptop, you can click on this reports module. And sorry, as you scroll down, so this will be the amount of reports that has been raised on your end. And you can actually export it. But mine is over 2,000, but yours probably you can just export into Excel or PDF for your tracking purposes.
But that's more individual though. Is there one
Yes.
by station?
Oh, by
to see
station.
whether to see whether we've met the target for the month or who's done it, who hasn't, so that we know when it comes to PMS as well. It's a way of us being a bit more accountable, I would say.
Yeah, understood. Didi, do you think we can select from airport?
Airport location. Use airport location. Choose airport location. Yep. Right. Yep.
Sorry, not this. So,
Yeah.
Sorry, so where did you go into for this one? Sorry.
okay, so Miss Asha, you're from London, right?
Melbourne.
Sorry, Melbourne. Okay. So when you're in the reports module, just click on this filter. There's like a first officer kind of bars here, and scroll down under flight. So in airport location, just key in your respective station and submit.
ใหม่มีวิดีโอปะอุปกรณ์มาหรือยังครับ
And there should be reports raised from Melbourne team, and I think that's where you can so that's where you can track your report submissions.
Is that showing 10 for from January through now?
Sorry, this is from my end, and it will not tally with yours. Mine is like the overall. But yeah, so if you scroll down, this will show the total number of reports from Melbourne station. Let's see.
I see. Okay, I'll give it a go. Thank you so much. Thanks.
However, Ms. Asha, I think you can always get the statistics you can request from. Maybe if someone from airport services team, maybe Umi can provide you with the statistics.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to disturb them every month. That's all. I thought it's something that I could do from my end directly. That's all.
You can try first, but I'm afraid if you have any limitation to accessing to everyone's reports, then we will try to figure out a way to go around this, but you can also request from Umi for now.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. So any more question, or else I'll pass over back to Mr. Azri's team. Yep. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Anything, you can always keep in touch with us from Group Safety, myself, Rodia, and Sarah. Any administrative issue or system issue with Icarus, you can reach out to us too. And yeah, other than that, in terms of reports assigning, reports investigating, hazard investigating, that would be to Umi's team. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Angela.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Angela and Nadia and the team from Corporate Safety for very informative information on the ASQA system. For now, let me just proceed with the next presentation. Very quick one to you all. Let me just share the screen. Please confirm you can see the screen. Anything else?
Not yet.
Okay. Boleh. So let me just open on the SOE. Okay, next presentation is about okay, it's about the SOA and SOAC. Okay, SOA and SOAC awareness. Okay, this slide is very important also to give you further information about the process of SOA and SOAC that you are required to do monthly. Yeah. So basically, as per GOM 9.6.2, you are required to have both SOA and SOAC submission requirement according to the table lah, yeah. Less than 60 flight 1 and more 61 flights 2. However, I think you have the metrics on the numbers that required as per your required monthly submission of the SOA and SOAC. Just take note on the SOAC, you are required to submit gradually bi-monthly, yeah. So bi-monthly they submit one. So, but for the SOA, you are required to submit monthly according to the metrics that required. Sometimes you have to submit more than the table, maybe a direction from your region head, or you also may submit more than the required item if you think that you wanted to have the SOA to be submitted lah. You need to oversight your station furthermore. Okay, the people that assigned to submit this SOA is MAB station head, MAB assistant station head, MAB station manager for the station domestic, as well of any appointed personnel that within your station that you want it to be ask these people to assign for the doing the SOA. So you may also do so, but of course the verification must be verified by you. Yeah. So is MAB station head and this is station head, MABG station manager. You may assign the appointed personnel to do your SOA for you. Okay. If there is a reason whereby you are not available. Okay. Okay, take note, this for previous year, we do not have this slide on the process. For this year, we are giving you an awareness and so-called like direction or training for you to really look into doing the SOA in proper guidance lah. Yeah? So we try to give here the latest guidance for you so that you will be doing it much more better. Okay, so before that, we come across many SOAC lah. SOAC throughout the station, we've come across that there are SOAC has not been conducted. So moving forward, please note that you are required to do your SOAC to the cargo area bi-monthly. There's no way about it. Bi-monthly, you have to do once to the cargo areas, because we are also oversighting the cargo area. Okay, please take note. Please have it done and do the submission through your apps. Okay, these are the one that I'm trying to say just now, sharing to you the guidance so that you can do your SOA and SOAC much more better. For SOA, the scope are as follow, and the guide for you to look into are as follow as well. Here are the SOA scope. For SOA, there are 9 items here. So check-in, safety and security mandatory. DG, weight, scale, counter. Number 2, passenger check-in and boarding safety. Security mandatory question, cabin baggage policy, ASA, ASB. These are the items that available in the checklist, in your SOA checklist. There are also the areas on there whereby you need to check on the baggage handling, RAM handling, departure handling, load control areas where the SOA you need to do the assessment to your ground handler on this area, as well as the JSE area, aircraft towing activities, especially on the 360 GSE checklist, whether they do the 360 degrees check on the aircraft, and also the number 9 security handling. on the cabin, checking baggage screening and whatnot. So item number 1 to item number 9 are the criteria or the items that available in your SOA checklist that you need to check monthly according to your metrics requirement. Here are the one that just now I mentioned about some example. For example, item number 1. So if you raise the check, the hazard, we need to discuss further with the CSO whether this is item is considered for under safety or whatnot. So anyway, for the time, any of the item from number 1 and number 9 that you found is non-conformance to your check, so please raise it under the ICRAS under the tab of safety oversight assessment. The drop down list that been shared by Angela just now. Okay. This is the scope for SOA, and these are the scope for the SOAC scope. Whenever you go to the cargo and you do the SOAC under in your apps, these are the scope that you need to look into. So first of all, when you go into the cargo area, you have 6 items that you need to go and check. So the cargo are so huge and there's a lot of things you need to see. You can see it's so huge, right? So I understand from the perspective of station head purview. So these are the area that you are not so forte of But however, you have your cargo manager to assist you when you want to do your check. So look into this 6 items. Okay, look into this 6 items when you wanted to do your SOA cargo. So first, you go to the cargo acceptance and handling area. So this area whereby you need to check, is there any availability of the DG signage? Is there, and then B, manual access, ITA, whether the cargo area have this access. For DG, DGBR, LR, TCR, some area they are using the tick book. Some area they have the access using the system. So you look into that. If all that is available, then you can tick yes. So is the weight cargo is calibrated, special cargo acceptance document is available, so your number E is your decondition, cargo intake acceptance, and then number F is DG storage. So look into the table 93A or emergency contact speed kit. All that must be available at DG storage. So these are the item or criteria that you need to look into. However, there are things that maybe probably like, for example, item number E, 1E, ULD condition. Suddenly you see the ULD condition is not good or it's been placed on the floor without any crate to be put above it, under it. So these are the things that additional thing that maybe you can see is an hazard, or the movement of the vehicle in the cargo area is very dangerous, or there's a lot of hazard which is not so to your purview is very dangerous, then you can raise also an hazard. But as a guide, item number 1, that is the guide for you to look into when you're doing your SOAC in the area of cargo acceptance and handling. Okay, ask the manager over there, where is the cargo acceptance and where is the cargo handling area. So they will show to you and look into this area. Number 2, you need also to do the safety check on the screening and security. So number 8, consignment, security declaration, CSD available for each shipment. Meaning when you go there, you ask, bring me at the screening and security areas. So meaning the screening is where the acceptance of the cargo must go through the screening. So ask them to lead you to go to the screening area and ask, I want to see the consignment security declaration, CSD. So for that shipment, so they have to show to you, and of course, once they show to you, you ask them to explain if everything is in order. Okay, it's a lot to say, lots to see, and lots available at that CSD, but you take the initiative to ask. Once you ask, you will get to know, okay, if this is CSD, what are the requirements in the CSD must have? Okay, of course, they will teach you, will tell you, okay, you have to have this thing, or you have to have this job, or it has to have this document, and this separate document must be available. So along the way, you will learn. You will learn and you will know that under CSD, you should have this item must be available. Okay, then number B, access control and CCTV facilities. Have a look and ask the manager over there, what is your access control and what are the CCTV facility? Ask them whether it's serviceable, workable, or is available. So all these are the areas, number 2, that you need to assess. Number 3, overhang cargo, ULD nets everywhere for wide body only, or some certain areas, certain station, you have very small cargo area. So maybe probably you do not have any ULD big ULD, the big ULD, but you have only the boxes, or boxes only need to be loaded into the aircraft. But of course, you can ask the cargo handler check ULD checklist, ULD build up checklist, because anything that required to be uplifted, they should have some sort of checklist, so you can ask. So but along the way, you also need to look into the item number 3B, the as per contour. So meaning sometimes when they put into the pallet, the contour of the boxes tends to be not following the contour during the transportation, resulting once they arrive at the cargo door, it can also damage the cargo of the aircraft. So that's why you have to look the contour of the boxes that been arranged in the pallet, on the pallet with the netting according to the contour. So these are the areas that you can look into. ULD tags are available once the ULD build-up is complete. So you have a look whether is there any ULD tag is already available at the build-up of that on that pallet lah. Then number 4, you can also look into, there's a lot of document lah in the cargo when you go into the cargo, but we simplify here. Just have a look on these 2 areas. Cargo system send message by the LTR system. Just talk to the people whether they already, for that particular cargo, randomly ask whether the cargo has sent this message to DWS or UWS, or the cargo system has sent a communication about the cargo that need to be uplifted, and is there any talk. Number 5 is about JSC. Similar to SOA that you have done to the ramp area, the cargo area also, most of the cargo area, they also do have their own forklift serviceability or JSE, which is not many, maybe a few numbers, but mostly it's about the forklift lah. They do not have the tow truck and all that. Sometimes they do have, they have a few, 1 or 2 tow truck, and mostly they have forklift lah. So the JSE also is the area that you can oversight on your SOA to see whether the one that normally you check at the ramp area, the AVP, the fire racks, whether the key they place it, simply place it in the forklift, is there any daily maintenance check done by the forklift, and all that. So these are the number 5 criteria that you can check. Okay, retention record of DG document, DG checklist, DG restriction list, freighter load sheet. All these are the document. You can just simply ask them to randomly show to you. You can just ask the manager of the cargo to, power. Can just ask them to share to you and show to you. So by doing that, you can along the way understand whether the documentation is complete and is in order. So by having this 6 items that we simplified for you, I hope you can have some direction already lah, yeah, on doing your SOAC, right? Next, assessment, registration, and flow. So, say again. Okay, say again. Okay, so this Hakim has asked me to present to you also on basically for those who are new station head or ASH, you can also most of your SOA and SOAC is now using this app. So you can see there are registered button, MHSOA button, MHSOAC button, and then you know the arrow will show you what are the function lah. But I would like to just give your attention to on the right side main page on the view station performance. Yeah, so that's that item, that function. You can have a look there, but if you are using the handphone, it's quite difficult. So you was been told to me that you can use your laptop. It's better for you to view the station performance. Yeah. So let's say you for the first time you're unable to access, request an email to Hakim. He will give you the access. So by the view station performance, there's a lot of info that you can. What have you done through your SOA? From there, you can able to get all the analysis or the information that you require. Yeah. So for this slide, I just like to bring to attention to the view station performance. So if you do not get the access, request the access, and better to look into the when you view it through the computer. So easy. You using the phone is quite messy, difficult. Okay, yeah, this is also similar. If you are doing the SOA or SOAC, so basically it's all under apps, and you can have a look on the areas that you wanted to do the assessment. Areas, example, baggage, handling, load control, and whatnot. So it's already been simplified and easy for now, lah. Yeah. So I hope this will give you some idea to those who are new. But I believe it's easy lah. I think you can do it lah. It's all in the phone. Okay. Next, just give you an idea. Question page, feedback page, and all that. So just this how you wanted to do it. Your SOA to the phone, process, and what's going to appear at your phone. Okay. If you have further inquiry about this SOA on the apps, you can always chat with Hakim, Akmal Hakimi. He's the owner of this SOA apps. Yeah. So anything that some issue or what, you can just email to him. He will revert to you to give you the solution. Okay, now come the the very important part for this engagement. We already past 1 hour and 30 minutes, so I want to make it very fast. But before that, I just like to say to you that these are the most important part that we need to yearly inform you. Okay, so very important, a very quick one. I just want to make it just around 10 minutes on this slide. We have a lot on this. So basically, just like last year. So this CIDP is whereby we are monitoring any NTP issue, whereby if you are doing your RAM operation, make sure there are no NTP to the aircraft. Yeah. And the number Roman 2 is about baggage stacks to the ceiling. So I just like to say congrats to all the institutions that we have by now. We have very minimal, very minimal of baggage stack to the ceiling occurrence raised by Kuala Lumpur or raised by station itself, vice versa. Yeah. So keep up the good job. But the most important thing that I would like to say here, that item number Roman 2 on aircraft dented, scratch, puncture, damage to the aircraft, including inside damage in the cargo hold, these are still happening. And the numbers are still increasing, but better than last year. So basically what I'm trying to say here, this dented, scratch, puncture, and damage to the aircraft body is still happening. As such, you need to take note on this matter. Okay? Okay, item number 3, NTP, as I mentioned. Okay, item number 4, that any station that been reported is the responsibility of the arrival station, reported by the arrival station, meaning the arrival station will report, meaning the departure station will take the responsibility of the occurrence. Okay, so there's no two ways about it. So before you release the aircraft, make sure your aircraft is sterile. Okay, 300 degrees checklist, very important for you all to make sure that your GSP raise it, so that anything that once you cited during the 360 degrees checklist check on your aircraft before you release your aircraft, it shows that your aircraft is okay, so that if anything you found upon arrival or before pushback, then you can raise the report accordingly, so that your station will not be blamed or you will not be said that it's faulted by your station. Okay, just take note that we are tracking very much. We are tracking every single damage to the aircraft, and this will be monthly or will be weekly tracked under Safety Risk Action Committee strike tracking. Yeah? So we are going to deliberate all your occurrence by the station or from Kuala Lumpur in this meeting. Okay, this is another reminder again for the process for Kuala Lumpur. TRC or the responsible is to immediately give the attention to report to engineer first. Then once you report to the engineer, then only after that you report into your whatever the engineer inform out of occurrence that happened. Then from the info you receive from the engineer, kindly raise it in your hazard report. So the point here I would like to say is that get the information from the engineer once you cited any damage of the aircraft. For the station, any report observed immediately, you need to report immediately to you. You must ensure that ground service provider escalate the information to you or to any MAB personnel, and then from there the MAB personnel or the station head must immediately ensure that MAB local technical handler been reported, let them access the condition, let them give you the information on the serviceability or how far is the occurrence or the dented of the aircraft is on the aircraft, and from that info, then accordingly act on it and raise the report according to the information given by the local technical handler. So because you are not certified to inform how is the extent of the damage, so the info from the local technical handler is a very good information or the viable information that you need to raise in your hazard report. Yeah, so we can have a very good good report, rather than which is going to be different different from whatever the engineer report. So you have to make sure you have a synchronized information report that be given by the engineer as well given by the through your hazard report. Okay, a very quick one for 2025. Congratulations to you all. We are already at 33 damage occurrence that been recorded for 2025 under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 category: cargo door, cargo hold damage, lock and roller, fuselage, miscellaneous, and also PAX door, service door damage. So what I'm trying to say here, why I say congratulations, is that you already done a very good effort, whereby we are from 2024, we are having 58 target of occurrence that happen. However, in 2025, we are only now until November. We have another 1.5 months to go. We registered 33. I believe we are achieving the below of the 58 target that we should not exceed. So good job. I would like to say thank you very much for your good observation and enforcement and what have you done at your station, because the data shown that we have only registered at 33. So what's next? So take note, on 2026, I believe that 33 or maybe if plus and minus another before Christmas, maybe another present 2 or 3 more scratches or what. So we can say we got about 36. So by 2026, the target will be now maybe probably 36. So you have to aim, you have to work harder to make sure it won't have we can get less than 33 or 36 next year target. So you probably have to achieve by 15 or less than 20. So much more what do you call challenges for you. But however, this shown that you have done very good job lah. I think everybody has understand the NTP is very important for our aircraft. No touch policy. Okay, don't worry about all the what do you call the color of the bar, but the most important thing, just have a look on in the month of I think it's month of July, we got 4 scratches in the fuselage. So that's not good lah. So scratches is one thing. Lock and roller is always a wear and tear problems. So release a report when you see it is not been it's not good or it's broken and whatnot. So but I think the scratches is avoidable. And then the cargo hold damage is avoidable if you really ensure that the loading and unloading are being done by GSP correctly. Yeah, lock and roller is under wear and tear lah. Yeah. So, but however, rough handling also can occur with the damage of roller. So, PAX door, we are good. Miscellaneous, we got 1 on the baggage touch to the ceiling. So, cargo door. Look into cargo door, scratches a lot there. Cargo hold, a lot of dented inside the cargo hold because of the contour, not maybe the overhang or the cargo that been loaded was out of contour, resulting scratch or damage to the cargo hold of the aircraft. Cargo door is more on the scratches for the during the closing of the cargo door. You can see a lot of scratches around the area, and also at the gird there, near the gird area, whereby the cargo door at the gird area always a lot of dented here over there. Look into that area, so you can see cargo door, cargo hold, and fuselage, the overall fuselage. Look into that area. So these are mostly on scratches and small dented. Tell them your GSP, you are very, very serious about this. Yeah. Yeah, you can see how good you are now. By 2020, we are climbing and climbing until 2023. We had the peak of the occurrence that happened. However, starting 2024, 2025, we are declining on our DC, on our CADP or aircraft damage, on the aircraft cargo lock and aircraft damage. Okay, so we are declining. So we are looking trend by 2026, we can get half of this 33. Yeah. So all I cannot say zero lah. So it's possible, but if we look into this, probably we can aim further by half of this 33 in 2026 because the target was set in that way lah. Yeah. Okay. Now I just show you the slide, but I do not read. The thing is just that I want to show the slide. The photo will tell the whole story. So take note on this photo, and then these are the areas that you need to look into that happen system wide. Okay, this one is about damage for as I mentioned just now, by the inner cargo hold at the door, scratches, antenna found broken. Just beside the cargo hold door. I don't know how the antenna can be broken, hit by something, I think. Okay, dented in the cargo hold door. Okay, this is normal. Because of rough handling, the cargo lock will be broken. Yeah, or damaged. Okay, same. Cargo hold got broken. Okay, these are the 473, very heavy pallet or rough grade being stacked, or sharp object being stacked, not on the floor of the cargo Boeing 737 floor, I think, yeah. And it was placed at the area which is the curve area. That area is very soft. Only soft item or soft bag only can put there. So if you put a very heavy or hard casing, it can tend to broken it. Okay, this is during loading of AKE. Somehow or other, the AKE hit the side panel of the cargo door. Yeah, resulting the cargo door frame damage. Look into this area, guys. Okay, make sure your GSP take care when they are loading and unloading. So once this happens, you need to raise the hazard report and talk to your people. Okay, this one of the incident, I believe it is caused by what do you call burst run, or maybe probably hard ice. Doha have evidence camera to show that once they are pushed back, they have camera to see that everything is good because it is on the inner side, so we can dismiss is resulting from the NHAC. Okay, cargo lock. Refueling, guys, just careful. One incident about refueling whereby the refueler coupling damage using maybe probably you are rough handling or not following the correct process, resulting the coupling of the refueling coupling damage. Okay, these are the areas, cargo sidewall badly damaged. We are advising to you all now, please remind your GSP down there. Make sure no hard casing or hard bag or hard material placed at the side wall. Only soft casing, soft bag or what? Because it's very soft. The side wall are very soft at that area, guys. So I appreciate if you can look into this matter. Yeah. During a briefing, we will share you the slide. So this one big scratch. Okay, probably by I don't know, JCPL or high lift. Yeah, these are cost money for our airline. Okay, side panel, rough handling. So when they are moving out, the pallet or the AKE scratched by the side. Yeah. So this is something which is not following the process on rough handling. Cargo lock. These are the area that I mentioned just now, whereby the gird of the floor of the cargo hold always dented. Yeah, I wonder when we. This is probably because of not following NTP or heavy baggage or heavy cargo. So look into this. This is about the dented on the cargo curve. I think it's the floor area itself. This we have mitigated very this year on the one report. So ensure that no touch policy of the baggage. If there is a lot of baggage or a lot of boxes whereby resulting need to place it, also make sure you shift it to the next cargo hold. Inform your load shifter. Okay. So that's how the process is. But good job. We see this is already no more an issue. Just give you an idea of the cost of repair to the aircraft body. All right. So 10 minutes on that. I hope you can, this is a very beneficial information to you. Yeah. Last but not least, to our final slide is about sleep-through. I'll leave this presentation to Encik Azri. Over to you, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so this is in regards to slip-through incidents. Next. Okay, just to share with you that this is the okay. All right. So okay, so this is the case that capture recorded for the year 2024. So where we have 6 cases with regards to slip-through, and also the station that involved for this incident. Why I want to emphasize in this is because it has become an attention to the company in regards to slip-through incident, where it is captured to the company attention, and most probably the next year safety objective, one of the item will be slip-through. So that is why it is important for me to highlight here to all the station to make sure that the attention is given, especially in regards to the slip-through incidents. So here, just to share with you that we have 6. Sorry. Mic. Shut up.
Buka kamera.
Hello? Okay. Sorry, there's some echo sound just now. Okay, so basically this is the slip-through incident for 2024 and the station that involved and contribute to the incidents. Next. Okay, for 2025, we have also 6 incidents. But here, just to show you that the station that involved mostly is involving coal, and the other 2 next is other than coal, which is Langkawi station. So it is a good sign for other station where none of the incident involving your station. However, just to make sure that especially in Cool, to pay attention on the procedure, especially at the gate procedure, to avoid this incident. Most of the outcome or analysis from this investigation contribute towards human behavior or human error. Of course, there's also other contributing factor such as layout, environment, and so on. However, in summary, we have to make sure that the SOP is followed, especially at the gate, to make sure that the passenger profiling is done properly, document check is done properly, and the synchronization between the document and also system is verified and checked properly. Next. Okay, this is This is from the analysis that have been carried by QA, where we basically categorize the root cause of this incident, resulting to this incident. The first one is failure to match boarding passes with passenger ID, and also the details such as sector, flight number. So it has happened almost in all of the cases in 2025. Okay, case number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So this is one of the most common mistake that done during at the gate, whereby what I mentioned earlier, which is the profiling stage, the profiling process. Next is on complacency and lack of alertness during critical verification. So we can see also there's 2 cases that having this lack of this process. Number 3 is improper to tally boarding pass check and incomplete boarding pass reconciliation process. So we can see that it's happened twice, case number 2 and number 4. And the 4th one is passenger wrongly identified during check-in process. Okay, so basically during check-in process, the staff were not attentive enough to make sure that the face and also the document, the passenger and also the document is tally. So that is one of the, to me, is something that we have to pay attention on, because it's not supposed to be happen. It is one of the, I think, the important step that the staff has been taken. However, it is not done properly. Next. Okay, this is just again a reminder on the standard of procedure, the process that we have to follow. Okay, and the first one is to make sure that the display of MH flight number at the boarding gate is properly set, and make sure that it is clearly to the passenger. Repeated boarding announcement and clearly emphasize on the flight number and destination. So make sure that during announcement is made, it is made clearly, so that it can and also it can understood by the passenger. Verify passenger boarding pass and guide passenger to the correct boarding gate. Okay, so again, verification is very important to make sure that this step is done properly. Okay, instead, we do have findings also where this step is skipped. And then it is not carried accordingly. However, the scanning process was done. So basically, they did not do the verification of the passenger and also the boarding pass. So this is something that we have to pay attention on, make sure it is done properly and accordingly to the requirement. Number 5, number 4, only one passenger holding valid MME boarding pass either printed or electronic version, are entering the right aircraft with the following flight detail. Number 5, make every attempt to locate missing passenger and obtain visual proof of boarding and documentation. So this is where you have to basically take action to verify the visual proof of boarding and also documentation at the aircraft. So by doing this, we can confirm the availability of the passenger. Number 6, apply MAB procedure and government regulation with respect to removal of checked baggage of passenger. This is Annex 17. In case more passenger are on board than shown in the boarding count, the boarding passes and identities of the passenger must be verified. Okay, this is where the same process as per number 5. You have to make sure the passenger is the correct passenger with the correct flight details. And number 8, reconciliation process must be carried out 2 times. The duty gate staff should conduct the first reconciliation and the figure must be confirmed by a second gate staff on duty. This should be done after all passenger has been gated. So as of now, you have to remain the reconciliation process, but just to take note that there might be changes on this procedure, whereby we are actually looking into reducing the reconciliation process instead of twice to only done once. But this is not yet finalized. But the focus here is to make sure that during passenger document check and also profiling is done properly, instead of relying on the start or the tearing boarding pass record and check. So you have to make sure that on each of every passenger are verified at the gate with their document. So this is among the important message or reminder to all stations to make sure that this is done properly at gate. We do understand that there's a lot of challenge during process at gate, add on the OTP requirement and so on and so forth. But please make sure that this is done properly, as this is currently on highlight for safety corporate oversight and also company, especially next year when this has become the safety objective. So we and also all session heads have to make sure that this is in control and also is carried accordingly. Okay, next. Okay, so this is just to share that communication and also the information in regards to slip through has been communicated from I think previously, but this is among the sample that has been the information that has been communicated. So make sure that this is you guys went through and check and read this safety bulletin. Next, Shah. Okay, basically all this safety bulletin just a reminder. I do believe that that all of the session manager are aware on this SOP. So make sure that it is brief, and also probably you can also give a reminder to staff to make sure that this is in that they are conform with this procedure. So this is the latest safety bulletin that we came out, whereby due to an accident, an incident happened in station, where during investigation found that the process of profiling of the passenger was not done accordingly. and the BGR or the scanning of the boarding pass was done after the staff was released to the aircraft, which later found or spotted by the cabin crew that the passenger was wrongly boarded. So this is one of the incident that we not we cannot accept this kind of situation. So make sure that the staff are following the SOP. That pretty much from me in regards to slip through. Okay. After that, do we have any question throughout the engagement or throughout the topic that we have shared today? I'm open to the floor if you would like to ask anything in regards to this session. Okay, just a reminder as well, Nat had shared the link or the QR for the feedback for this section. So make sure that everybody that joined the session fill in the feedback before you leaving this session. Okay. All right. So I guess there's not any question. All right. I would like to say thank you for your attention and also for your response and also your cooperation throughout this engagement. For those who have any concern or any require any assistance from SQA, please do contact us. We will gladly to assist you. If there is no any other question and also no further, I will maybe Nat, do you have anything?
Nothing from me. It's just that thank you all for joining. Thank you, QA team. Again, as a reminder, please complete your attendance and also the feedback form. We really appreciate your honest feedback for our future improvements. So if there's any other questions, Encik Azri, we may end the session.
All right, thank you, Nat. So yeah, if there's no any other further, so I would like to say thank you again, Nat, and also the team, station head team, for participating. Thank you so much, and see you guys later.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
Sorry, if you need any reference on the slide, we will like to share you after this. Thank you.
Please do share the slide, sir.